Look at this big booty I bought. It's so cute. I'm so excited. It's from World Market. Just came downstairs. I was on a spiral on the internet. Yesterday, I took the kids to, so I've been up for hours, so I have my energy up already, but yesterday I took the kids to, you know, a little bakery, a Mexican bakery, and we had bought a bunch of stuff because Ashley was here, so we spent the day together yesterday. She's leaving. We had gone to one by our old middle school, and we ate the majority of it or whatever, but obviously we have 3 conchas and a cookie left, and there was another one in here. I love conchas. I actually am going to try to make one. I just bought a cutter yesterday or a couple days ago. I just got it yesterday from Amazon though, just to cut the sugar so I don't have to do it with a knife. But Louis had taken something out of here, and he made a comment about how he's like, I forgot, you know, he's like, I forgot that Mexican like bakery stuff like this. He's like, I forgot that you think it's really gonna be something and then it's not, kind of. And I thought that was funny because when you're raised on like stuff from a Mexican bakery, you know what to expect. They do look like they're gonna be 100 times sweeter than they actually are. Now, not to say they're not covered in sugar, that's what's on here, but yeah, it hits a little different than an American bakery. And I think that if people are super used to American pastries and whatever, or not even just American ones, because a lot of them are actually French, the ones that we end up consuming, but they're made here by like American bakers and, you know, whatever. Those ones are 1,000 times sweeter. That's why I like these so much, because they're not as sweet. Now, some of them obviously are. And when he made that comment, I was like, yeah, like I totally know what you're saying. I disagree, but I totally know what you're saying. And then it made me think of Japanese bakeries as well, because there's one in our, like, there's like an Asian kind of center in Aurora, and we love going there, and there's a bakery there that we love, and it's so good, and I've gotten multiple cakes there, and we've gotten so many different desserts there. But while the cake looks identical to like what an American bakery would create, it is way less sweet. That is the only reason that my daughter actually eats it, because she hates how sweet buttercream is. She hates how sweet American cakes are. So despite the fact that she loves making them, she very rarely actually eats them. And I'm like, yeah, that's because I'm assuming lots of Asian countries, probably lots of all countries, probably many, many, many countries make their desserts way less sweet than we Americans make our American versions of desserts. That's why I love these so much. So I'm about to make some coffee, and then I'm probably gonna just have like half a concha because they're pretty big, and I'm not normally hungry in the morning, but I do really want to just have a little moment here. My parents, I think, are about to come by because we have a serious weed situation in the back, and I don't know why. I don't know why Solomon picked this week, because the temperatures are going to be over 100 degrees. So I can only imagine how hot it is outside right now. Even though it's early in the morning, he's supposed to be here early. He wants to lay down like a new weed barrier, because the weeds around the trees in the back, remember we planted like 30 something trees, and then I think 14 died, and then we replanted those 14, and then 3 died. So we have 3 dead ones right now. We're getting better. But yeah, he wants to redo the weed barrier because it was a rough patched area to begin with. And then the rest of my yard is sod. And I've heard, you guys can tell me if you've had a similar experience, but I've heard that sod the first few years can be very full of weeds. You know what blows my mind is that the people that originally moved in next door to us, unfortunately, they had a tragedy as soon as they got their house, and it was a husband and wife and then the wife's daughter. It was really just the wife coming, and she would occasionally, when the new sod was laid down, she would occasionally water it. They did nothing else, and they didn't even ever move into that house. They never lived there, and then they sold it like a year later. And so their lawn, that there's a new family lives there obviously now, it's like a family full of kids or whatever, but their lawn is lovely, and they did almost nothing to it. And our lawn, which was laid after theirs, ours we watered and watered and watered and watered, and then we hired True Green for 2 years, and for what? It is literally covered in weeds. Covered. And I put in 5-6 hours worth of weeding once a month, and I get them all out, and I'm sore for 3 days, and then boom, they're right back. Girl, what am I supposed to do? I don't understand. I don't understand what's going on. Was True Green planting weeds? Because the neighbors had a beautiful lawn, and they almost didn't even exist at the house for the first year. So Blows my mind. Anyway, if you have any suggestions, because I am so tired of it, and now I can't wait for the snow to come and cover it all up because I don't want to look at it anymore. All right, let's make a coffee. Like I said, my parents should be here any minute. I'm gonna I'm gonna put up a vlog real quick and then make my coffee. Ugh, gross. I'm gonna put up a vlog real quick, make my coffee, clean that. It's just a cat food container, and then I'll see you later. You know what? I wanted to touch on a couple of items that I have here, like machines, because Crate, I just got the 411, is about to start. By the time you see this, it should be started. They're about to start their double rewards. So if you have a Crate credit card, which I don't really get store credit cards, but I got a Crate one because when I bought these sofas, they were $4 grand, and I got back double rewards, which was $800. And then I took that and I used it to buy a different piece of furniture. I forgot what I bought, whatever. But anyway, I bought the Opal ice maker. This is not a perfect machine. I think I told you guys already. It's not a perfect machine. You hear it, you hear the little, so it's because I keep trying to use water from the fridge. I keep trying to, I've used water from the sink a couple times, but I keep trying to use water from the fridge and it just doesn't like it. And you do have to clean it, even though this is self-cleaning, you do have to clean it. If you don't clean it, you are gonna have all kinds of gunk, like stuff in there. It's gonna be nasty. Like, don't just be having ice at anybody's house, y'all, because if they have machines like this, they need to be cleaned regularly. I have encountered problems. Right now it's doing a little bit of slush ice, so I made it a habit to go start buying distilled water just by the gallon, because I buy 5-gallon ones that go into here. That's a Nestle Pure Life delivery that I do, and they're just more expensive. They're harder to, I don't want to have to constantly be replacing that water just because I'm using it to fill this container. Do I like it? Yes. Would I recommend it? I would still recommend it, but just know that it's not a set it and forget it Ronco product, as I mentioned before. So this is included in Crate's like double rewards, and the alternative to double rewards is getting, I think, free financing for like 6, 12, or 24 months, something like that. I don't know. I put it on there and then I pay it off. So I'm not sure what the APR and stuff like that is. I'm not suggesting you go get a credit card. I'm just suggesting if you have it already and you didn't know, the double reward days are coming. And then you can also get the Nespresso machine from Crate. They have quite a few there. I love my Nespresso machine. I don't use it as much anymore. I would still highly recommend it, and I would recommend these slightly more expensive ones, because the ones that are a little bit cheaper, still the Virtuo brand, which are the round pods instead of the little small, like they're these pods. This one's all squished. These pods instead of the little tiny, like coffee creamer looking pods. I would suggest this one over that only because of all the people that I know that have an espresso, and it is many. The people that got the slightly cheaper version had a lot of issues, and it stopped when they went to like the double-sided, like the slightly, like the next class up. Their issues stopped. And then we have the Breville. So this is what I'm currently making coffee on. This is the barista something, I don't know. I'll link it. This one I like because it's a touchscreen, and because when it comes to the frother, you don't have to physically hold the cup to froth. You can just put it in there, and then there's a sensor. I don't know if you can see it. There's a sensor right there on the bottom, and now this is gonna sit on there. It's gonna read the temperature, and I have it set to do 160 degrees. You probably can't see it, but it's gonna go ahead and do this by itself. It shuts off by itself, it cleans itself out. I don't have to do anything besides wipe it down, and then I clean the bottom tray. Obviously this still has filters, etc., etc. It still has stuff that you want to do to it, but overall it's an amazing machine, and I would highly recommend it. And I bought it on the double rewards days. Now I have one extra little coupon essentially for myself, and that is the employee discount. I obviously do not work for Crate & Barrel. Actually, that wouldn't be obvious. You guys would have no idea if I worked there. It would blow your mind what happens in between the freaking video clips that never gets shared with the internet. Not just me, but the whole world. It would blow your mind. I think about it sometimes. I'm like, wow, the people online will never know that my life was just rocked between these last 2 clips. But anyway, 2 of my friends work at Crate, so thankfully they're able to share their discount, and so I'm always able to get an extra 30% off. But a lot of times the items are on sale, and then, like I said, just double rewards. The only reason I'm mentioning it for real, like besides the fact that if you didn't know, now you know, because these make obviously very good gifts for other people or yourself, but they're super expensive. So the Nespresso is not as expensive as the other 2. Those ones are in a class all their own. But The other two are like, well, I think the ice maker's 600 regularly. I think I got mine for like closer to 3 something. I think the espresso machine might be up towards 1,000, and I think I got mine for closer to high 5s or 6. And then the Nespresso machine, I'm pretty sure I just paid full price for that. Maybe not though. I honestly don't remember. But I have a plan to get a Vitamix. So, oh hey. So that's what I'm gonna do. So I was telling Ashley while she was here, because I've been seeing these different creators and stuff, following these different people that, and really just, I don't know, really admiring the way that they decorate and stuff. I really want to incorporate more Mexican, like art and actual plates and cups, you know, stuff that I remember, just things that I actually remember having and using a lot when I was younger. And maybe some textiles, like I want to kind of maintain the general vibe of my house, but I want to bring almost a modernized like Mexican feel to it as well. And as far as the art goes, like there's really nice stuff, but I just wish I could go back to where my family is and actually take photos. Like Guadalajara is a beautiful city. I mean, at least the way I remember it. So, and there are different landmarks and stuff that I have vivid memories at, like being with my family and stuff like that. So, I would love to do that. But in the meantime, if I can't, or just don't have anything planned, you know, I'll figure some other stuff out. But my thing is, like, I can get a bunch of different Mexican stuff, different cups, different whatever. Even at places like World Market, you can get, you know, stuff that has definitely a Mexican feel to it. But it didn't come from a Mexican person. Like, I want to be supportive of that community when I'm actually buying things to furnish my house. I don't want it to be the crate and barrel version of a Mexican idea. So I was telling her, I was like, oh, I should just go visit you, because she lives in San Antonio. And when I went down there, I was like, oh my gosh, you guys just have just so much great stuff, right? Like, because if I don't have a trip to Mexico, like in my immediate future, at least I can go to Texas. And obviously there are quite a few Mexicans live in Texas. There are quite a few Mexicans live here. I mean, I go to the little Mexican shops here too, but that's where I got some of my plants. Anyway, I get local stuff too because it's local and I like shopping local. But I told her, I was like, oh, maybe I should just drive like my car down there. And then she's like, yeah, then we'll just go shopping. We can go to different cities. Like we can drive around Texas and like just go buy stuff. And I was like, yeah. So that sounds fun. So that might be in my future if I can finagle something. Maybe for our birthdays or something. We can like go hang out with each other. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and do some work. What's up, bud? I'm convinced Crash doesn't know how big he is. Because he comes up here, he flips my food all around, he moves my... The amount of times I've had to catch my camera before he accidentally body slams it off of the freaking desk. Oh, somebody made a noise. Look at this tail. This... Don't try to come up in here, y'all. Crash is gonna get you. Look at that tail. Look at how alert he was. She's a big baby. She's alert. He's alert. Here, have some coffee. Just don't let the internet see. They'll be so mad. I'm just playing with you. What are you doing? What is he doing? What are you doing? You want some? We both know you don't want none. If there was whipped cream on the top of it, though, he would have licked it. And then I would have had to do my walk of shame back to the kitchen to scoop it out. That's why I don't put whipped cream on my coffee, Crash. He keeps me accountable, okay? He makes sure I don't add any of the extra stuff. I really want to make these, so I've never made them before. And I think in my brain, I always thought, oh, it must be so difficult. Why would I think that? Why would I think that? They are obviously doable because they are done all the time. Always available. Always delicious. My personal favorite? Probably this one. I don't love chocolate. It's not my favorite. Great. I want to crash his hairs on here. Don't get cats, y'all. I'm sure at least 4% of my diet is cat hair at this point. And they're not allowed all up in the common areas in the kitchen. You know what I mean? Like, but it don't matter. I have a basement update. I'll take you guys down there as soon as I'm done with this. I'm also trying to come up with some, what does this say? Me trying to figure out who this lady is. I don't know. Anyway, these are notes from a call, but I am trying to come up with a series idea. Well, I'm not trying to come up with it. I already came up with the idea, but I'm trying to actually, I don't know, simplify it enough that I'll do it, but then make it worthwhile for other people to watch it. So I am curious, the question that I have for you guys here, how many of you guys actually cook from cookbooks. And if you don't cook from cookbooks, is there a reason? Is it just because you're such a boss in the kitchen that you're like, I don't need anybody else's recipe, girl, I got it? Or is it because you don't want to pay for a cookbook when you know that you can get so many recipes online, Instagram, TikTok, Pinterest, blogs, YouTube? Like, there's so many different ways for you to get recipes that you don't find it necessary to like pay money for an actual book. Is it that maybe you don't want to accumulate the stuff? Like, because you know, books take up space. So I'm just curious, do you use cookbook? If you don't, why is it that you don't? Because my angle here is that I want to make stuff from cookbooks, but I want to tell you guys, one, is it even worth purchasing this book? Like, are there enough good recipes that you would even want to try this? And like, I want to talk about the difficulty level, and then I want to talk about the price of the actual meals that you're making, because sometimes you can make a meal from a cookbook and you're just $50, $60, $70 in. Like, that's a lot for a meal. Like, that's so I think it's important, like, how many things and how many times is this one cookbook reusing the same items? Because sometimes, who's the girl with the face? What's her name? Chrissy Teigen. Take her for example. No, you know what? Take Aisha Curry, because I wasn't a fan of Chrissy Teigen's cookbook. So take Aisha Curry, for instance. Her first one, she reuses a lot of the same ingredients in a lot of different recipes. Now that's actually convenient, because if you have that book and you're cooking 3 recipes from that book in 1 week, well, great, because you're probably going to reuse some of the ingredients from the other recipes so that the items don't go to waste. So that's actually very convenient. In my book, that puts you a step above to actually reuse those ingredients that you already asked me to buy. I love that. So anyway, I have a bunch of cookbooks, and I'm just trying to look at like different recipes that I feel like will nail a few different things, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna work on my computer, but I'm still gonna do some work, because my mom's here too, so I'm gonna go over there and take a cookbook. She loves looking at cookbooks. She loves cookbooks. Thank you, Crush. I didn't need that last bite because there's one of his hairs on it. Cheers. I forgot I left this here. I had to find a receipt earlier because we had to return some trees that Solomon pulled out from my backyard. Got really hot today though, so he left. They're gonna come back again mañana. And then we went back to Home Depot to return the trees, which was fine. They gave me $200 back for my 3 trees, and we tried to repurchase. However, that's where the problem came in, because they only had 4-foot ones, and I was buying 4 or 5-foot ones, which were really above 5 feet. They were taller than 5 feet, the ones that we were putting in. And then these ones are a year behind what's already in there. So those ones are already over 6 feet. So we could not come home with 4-foot trees. It was going to be a problem. You could tell Solomon didn't want to do it. And he, you know, I'm the homeowner, so he's always going to defer to me. So then we're like, okay, let's just take the money back and we'll use this to buy supplies. You know, homeowners are not gonna have a problem spending money at Home Depot, right? So I was like, cool, leave it on the gift card, no biggie, I'll pay out of pocket somewhere else. Called all kinds of nurseries, yada yada yada. Okay, let's just get to the bottom of it. I don't have trees. So we're gonna wait until next year. What's up, bud? We're gonna wait until next year to then get the trees at the beginning of the season, and so we're gonna plant those 3 next year. I'm shampooing the freaking carpet, so I'm shampooing the carpet again.
I can hear it. I mean, I cannot hear it. I can smell it.
Oh, you can just smell cleaner.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't smell it yesterday.
I know, everyone says I can't smell it, but me and Lewis both said we can smell it, so. And Ashley said she couldn't smell it, and she has a very discerning kind of, you know, she's not going to BS me. She's going to tell me if she can smell it. So she can't smell it, and I was like, well, I don't know. I think it's just, she's like, I think you smelled it. You know what it smells like, and now you're never going to stop thinking you smelled it. So some of you had the suggestion of asking Adrian to take the carpet he ripped up from that corner, which I'm going to show you right now, and put it over here, and I also had that idea. So I'm going to ask him when he comes back tomorrow or Wednesday, but in the meantime, yes, I'm shampooing the carpet, Jay, and this is the update. I did just make the decision that we're going to go with black grout because I want it to stay. It looks so dope in person, you guys. I don't know how it comes across on camera, but it looks so good in person. It's such a cool space. I still need to find a light, but in the meantime, he'll just pop that one up there and leave it. This is the floor. So we're doing the marble tile, and you can kind of see it kind of has like gold, like ribbing throughout it. Not ribbing, veining throughout it. And then it almost has these like blue streaks. So like these navy grayish kind of blue. It brings this out, and then we're gonna do a blue grout that looks like that. Like when it dries, it should look similar to that. And that's what we're gonna do. All of these marble tiles, these are obviously the first ones he did. He's just gonna finish up this area. And I want to take this section of carpet, which is right here, and I want to see if he can take this along with the padding and replace that corner over there. I'm sure he can. He's super talented. It's just about his availability. The man's got a lot of jobs. I just cleaned this very tiny section, guys. It's just this. It's just this little rectangle right here. This is it. And this is what I just got out of it. Right here. And this is my second time doing it. So honestly, I feel like I did a way better job this time because last time the boys were playing, like the kids were playing on the TV and I don't know, I was trying not to get in their way, but look at this. Gross. I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed. I love this carpet cleaner. I really do. If it still smells, I'll do it again. I'll do it every week for the rest of my life, if I must. One thing I liked a lot about this particular one is all of the attachments that it came with. Because I do have the little Pro Heat thing, the little steam giant, whatever. I have the steamer thing. I have the handheld cleaner as well. I have them all. Maybe not all of them, but I have a lot of them. But this one is just so much more powerful. So it comes with another hose and different attachments, and I'm gonna use this on the chairs upstairs. See if I can't really get in there, because my other stuff, it didn't work well enough. I do wish there was a way to attach the attachments, but it's fine. Whatever. Maybe I'll just get a carabiner and hook it. That's a good idea. Oh, there's a little hook right there, actually. That works perfectly. She's gonna stay in here. For now, the only area where I will be cleaning the carpets is the basement, so she's gonna live down here. Have a blast next to one of your buddies. In fact, let me put the other buddy there. Some of my cleaning stuff. I'm at Sam's Club. I just put this in my thing, which I was done buying Jaden stuff, but this has like the Miles Morales Spider-Man, and it has the girl and all of that, and it's only 20 bucks, which is not bad for how big of a kit it is, but they have a bunch of different types. And came to Sam's Club with my mom. We just got the trees because we did end up finding them at a different Home Depot. Go Solomon. So we went and got the trees. He's taking those to my house. He's gonna plant them. I'm here with my mom. We're just gonna grab a few things. I do need to go full on grocery shopping, but I figured I'll just pop into Sam's Club and do this instead of Costco this week and see, you know, just see what Sam's Club has. It's way closer to my house, and I love Sam's Club. But what was I gonna say? Oh, the one thing Sam's Club has that Costco doesn't is the freaking scan and go. So you can just check out on your phone, scan and go, and you know your total the entire time. Come on, Costco, get it together. You know what made me realize that my kids were very privileged is that they had no idea what a pedestal fan was. Nala asked me, what does the word oscillate mean? And I was like, oh, like a fan. And she's like, why would it do that if it's on the ceiling? And I was like, no, they're not all on the ceiling. And then she's like, I don't understand, why would it be on a pedestal when you can just put it in the ceiling? Like everyone has them. I was like, everyone doesn't have them in the ceiling. It's not a thing. Like not everyone has that capability. It's way more expensive, da-da-da. She just could not gather why you would have an oscillating pedestal fan. And I was like, oh, apparently this is not something you've ever experienced in your life somehow. So obviously they have a ton of candy and everything out, but how cute is this little smash and share thing? Oh, you probably can't really see it. It's so cute. I wish it was like a 3D thing though. You know what I mean? Where like you broke it into it. But they do have the Kinder Joys, which I don't hand those out at Halloween because where's the price? Not for that price. That's too much. It's too rich for my blood. I just go with the assorted bags. Kinda can't wait to decorate for the fall. It's been a while since I've decorated the house. I'm excited. Costco's got great stuff, but Sam's Club, I just spent way less than I normally do, and I feel like I got a ton. Let me show you guys a few things that I got. They have the Jack's Links beef jerky, which I believe this is the one Nala likes. Well, I purposely got the one that was
this is the one.
Sweet hot jalapeno.
I like all these flavors because this is the brand I like. It's the best brand. You should get them.
As I mentioned while I was there, you can, you know, you can add it all up while you're going, so you know how much you're spending. You know, the wafers, which I never get the kids. The homemade marinara, Nala's favorite. sorry. I got some of these for Jay to have after school or something. I got a double unsweetened vanilla. I gave one to my mom because she was gonna get one, and I was like, I really don't need two. It's just a good price because it's only like $5. We got some thin spaghetti because I've never seen this at Costco, and we like thin spaghetti, and I only make thin spaghetti, so by default, yes, you do. I got, you know, some country sausage. We got a big old thing of hard salami, and I like salami. We got grapes. The kids, I told them they could finally have cereal again for school, but we had to make slightly different choices. So we ended up having, Nala said she loves Honey Nut Cheerios, so she got that. And Jaden's, and it was like $7 for 2 gigantic boxes. Like, and then Jaden said he really likes Honey Bunches of Oats, so I got a big old thing of that. These are the ones with almonds. I ended up getting a big thing of these Hungry Jack pancakes, which I wasn't originally gonna get, but I really want the kids to be able to have breakfast if they're hungry in the morning, and they have to go to school so early. Oh, sorry, this fell. I got you sushi.
For lunch? Oh, for today.
For today.
We have to leave the house.
Put it in the fridge. Yeah, they're gonna have to be out of the house by 6:30, which I think that's pretty early. It's just earlier than what they're used to. You know, they were used to like 8:10.
That's when Jake used to wake up.
So I got this just, you know, stuff in a pinch. I'd rather they be fed than not. I got these guys, which you've never had, but they're the pineapple tidbits with coconut milk. I thought you would like that because you guys both like the pineapple spears with coconut. Oh, with coconut water, not coconut milk. So I bought these, but then these are the mini. These are like this big. They're like that big. Do you know what I mean? So you can take those. We just got some fruit, avocados, which are not going to be ripe forever. Pre-done bacon. This one I feel like is way lighter than the one that we get from Costco. I feel like the one at Costco is like way more full. So put that underneath. No, it's a different brand, but put that underneath the other one. Check the weight on the other one. What's the weight? Because I am curious about that. I got a huge thing of onions. Not that I need this many onions, but this was only like $5. How many? 16 versus...
No slices.
Wait, how many ounces?
16, 10.5, but this says 72 slices. This says...
So, okay, a thicker slice. I did get a big old rotisserie chicken because I was really craving some chicken salad, and Sam's Club has chicken salad, but girl, for a half a cup, it was like 300 calories, and I was like, what is in this chicken salad that it could possibly be that calorically dense? I could not understand it. And then I didn't know they had pasture-raised eggs. These are my favorite kind of eggs to buy, even more than the ones at the farmer's market.
Did you do this yet?
I didn't do that. The kids were excited about that.
Yeah, also we got Skinny Pop.
What is it? Pop-Tarts, Cheez-Its, and Pringles?
Cheez-It Snap, Pringles, Pop-Tarts, Cheez-Its.
Yep. And then, you want to hold that up? How do you feel about this one? I feel like this is a good option.
Yeah.
They're small bags. And then they just got mandarin oranges. I actually really like the Buddha ones, but, you know. So now I'm going to organize this area. I'm going to like fully take it out, organize it so that this is our overflow snack area, because the whole reason I even buy in bulk this kind of stuff is because I want to not have to do it very often, and I want to be able to pay the better price by going to a bulk store. So yeah, all of this ended up being like $2.70 or something like that. I feel like I'm missing some stuff. I think we already put some stuff away. Okay, girlies. Well, we just got all of the stuff finally put away that only took us.
I did a new hairstyle. It's frizzy because I didn't have gel up sales, but it looks good.
Look, I organized up there, and we just are in a significantly better position than we were a little bit ago. I feel way more prepped for you guys to go to school, right? Are you feeling more prepped?
Yeah.
Okay, now, I have been, back in the day, well, let me flip the mic. Okay, back in the day, I was a little couponing girly because my sister was a couponing girly, and this was like the era of everybody starting blogs. This has to do with why I started my YouTube channel to begin with, because like my sister had started a blog, hers was about couponing, and then she was like, look, let me show you how to do it, and so she showed me how to do the blog, and then from the blog I went to the video format because of the company that we were working through, yada, yada, yada. Ultimately, it kind of all stemmed from my sister couponing. So then it was me couponing. So back in the day, you know, I was pregnant or I had the babies, little babies, like infants, and I was like, we don't have any money. I need to figure out a way to get the money. So I used to coupon, and this was back when, you know, you had to get the circulars, and so I had to think about the fact that I was going out to spend $5 on newspapers to get the different, you know, coupon packs, to then cut them all up, sort them, look up the deals, see what we could do, take it where it needed to go, do the follow-up with the different apps, and yet, whatever. It was like a whole thing. Now,
Ranch.
do we need some?
Chicken, do you have ranch?
There's ranch in there on the left. I think there's one from Trader Joe's. It's a skinny bottle. It's a little.
Ranch dressing?
Yeah. No, it's a different. It's that one.
Okay.
I think the other one's expired. So it's so much easier to coupon now. Like when you're on your phone and stuff, like everything is so much simpler. So last night I was like, you know what? I haven't done it in so long, and I know it saves me money, and it's such an easy thing to do. And really, it's like the first week that costs the most, in my opinion, because it's when it was expired. Oh, okay. It's when you first kind of get things kicked up and going. So I'm gonna show you guys what I went to Walgreens to get this week. And I was trying to, my ultimate goal was to save money on vitamins, hair stuff, and toothpaste. Cause it blows my mind how much toothpaste costs. So I'm gonna show you guys what I got. And it didn't end up, so it ended up costing, well, I got the kids freaking gum. And these two things of gum were $11. That was not part of the deals, okay? But then I did get, so I got 2 things of vitamins. These were like buy one, get one free. And then I think I might've got like a register reward or something. So you get money now in your actual app, which is like Walgreens Cash. And then I believe you have the register rewards on top of that. So those are like the printed coupons that, you know, $4 off your next shopping trip, $3 off your next shopping trip, whatever. I know you can use them in certain ways and there are more rules there, but I'll figure that out as I go, I'm sure. So I got 2 things of vitamins that me and Nala will probably use. So she's gonna take one and I'll take the other one. So those alone normally are like 15 bucks each or something. And then I was able to get a bunch of toothpaste because obviously, you know, there's 4 of us. We brush our teeth a lot. And then I told my mom, she was like, oh, I normally get this shampoo, conditioner. Like, girl, if I just bought it, you can have it for free, okay? Because that's really the benefit of this kind of stuff. So I got these toothpaste. So normally we use Sensodyne, the whitening one, but I'm totally okay with using other ones. So I bought 2 Colgate Optic White. Nala really wants a whitening toothpaste. So I bought 2 Colgate Optic White. And then I have 4 Crest, 1 with Scope, and then I think 2 were meant to be better for your gum. Oh, this gum protection one, I'm gonna do that one. And then I got a toothbrush. This was just like a Colgate toothbrush. And then I got a Colgate Optic White mouthwash. Nala, again, if you want this, you can take this. And then I got 2 things of hair gel. The kids both use a lot of gel. And for Nala, when it's like simple or we know she's gonna be washing a lot, whatever, we'll use cheaper gel. And then otherwise we use the nicer gel because they're a little different. Sometimes these ones flake and stuff like that. So I got 2 gels. I got these, which I used to use the shampoo and conditioner so much. So I'm actually on the L'Oreal PR list, right? So I get L'Oreal for free sent to me. So I recently went through 2 bottles just like this, except they were the purple ones. And it was great, you know, whatever. I have a lot of different shampoo and conditioners. Right now I'm using the Heritage one, and I was using Olaplex like religiously, but then I kind of stopped because I was like, dang, $30 a bottle is like...
The bottles are tiny.
They're tiny, and then it was just like, I bought these because I used to love these ones, and then I bought these ones as well because I've never tried these ones, but these are like the honey blends, and again, you know, Jay could use them, Nala could really use them if she liked them too. This is just shampoo and conditioner. So I got all of this stuff, all of these things, so pretty good amount of stuff. And it ended up being like 50 bucks, but then I got 30 back. So it ended up being about essentially like 20 bucks. I have about $30 to spend at the store. And I was paying $20 for this. Like going to Target, you know what I mean? So yeah, anyway.
If we don't have the gum, it's really like 10 bucks.
Yeah, so I'll be stocking up on like deodorant, razors, teeth stuff, mouthwash, that kind of stuff. I'm not gonna go crazy with shampoos and conditioners because I don't need it. I only have 1 head. Jay has 1 head. Nala also has 1 head. It's true. You know, body wash, we'll do body wash. But anyway, just if you haven't done it lately and you ever did it, and if you're already a little familiar with like the coupon game, it's so easy doing it at Walgreens and CVS, but CVS is further away and we are absolutely surrounded by Walgreens. So I'm gonna eat some leftovers, and then the 3 of us, I believe, are gonna dip out and go to Meijer to finish our shopping adventure. And then I'll be done. Well, now we're at Meijer. 30 bucks. Wowzers.
Well, it's pretty big.
We're just getting DO for the BO, some soap. Actually, we need to get some food. And Nala's looking at nails, so it's the perfect time to look at the books. I love their book section. I really don't need any new books right now. Like, I need to read what I have. And I have been, actually, so. Read, laugh, repeat, 101 laugh out loud stories. Chicken Soup for the Soul. Did you guys ever read Chicken Soup for the Soul? I feel like I asked you this and a lot of you said yes. So, that's the answer. Immediate satisfaction there. Marie Kondo has cookbooks. I do have that one. Of course I have that one. Simone, I have all 3 of these. And I love them all. I don't have Homebody because realistically I wasn't going to recreate anything from there. Then again, nope, don't need it. Don't even try it. Don't even make yourself excited. What can I bring? 360 dishes for parties, picnics, and potlucks. Well, that's interesting. I was just telling my mom, instead of one person always having to host, i.e. me, although I love hosting, so it's not really having to host. I like to host. I was like, maybe we can just get together a little bit more frequently, and whether it be for book club or whatever, but everyone, really just the wives, honestly, bring a dish, and the guys, if it's like proper weather, they can just grill or whatever, smoke something. This is kind of fun. I don't need this because I need, in the words of my mother, I need another cookbook like I need another hole in the head. But yeah, that's a cool cookbook. I like that idea a lot. Some of you guys said Heartstopper is so good on Netflix or whatever it's on. No nails, but
No nails.
she's buying flowers.
I love flowers.
Rouge. Wait, what does that say? O espera ser devorado. What does that mean? It's in Spanish.
I found a coloring book that I won't.
Jay, you say that like the mission was to find something to buy.
It wasn't.
No, sir, it was not. You're correct. Oh, I'm just so excited to be here.
I need a new coloring book.
You don't need... Jay, your birthday is this week. Can we get through your birthday? Let's get to your birthday without me buying anything. Both of these covers are absolutely stunning. Neither one of these books felt stunning when I read it, but this one left... I mean, I had a visceral reaction to this book. It was rough. What is this? Busy cold brew, baby. I don't know what this is. It looks interesting, though. Remarkably smooth, surprisingly strong. I'm going to stick with my Stoke this week, but maybe next week, girl. These little baddies I have with me. Let me show you something else weird. Fall and winter is the ultimate time for coffee creamers. Most of them are over there, but let's just see what they got going. Ooh, a peppermint mocha oat creamer. A frosted gingerbread by Coffee Mate. I don't remember that one. Actually, I think I do remember it, and they changed the label. I love that there's like this little man on it now. But like, this makes me want to buy it, even though I know I'm not going to like it. So good job on that. Oh, the Grinch one is already back as well. The frosted sugar cookie. Brown butter chocolate chip cookie sounds amazing. Wow, Nala. Papa. Lots of coffee creamer options. Our Starbucks one's over here. Jaden's favorite freaking things. Oh my gosh, Jay, they have this in a 20 pack or like a 40 pack at Sam's. Are they always strawberry flavor?
No.
You want? Ow! You want one?
Sorry.
You ran my foot over.
Sorry.
Put it in
The
there.
other one can't taste like orange creamsicle.
Let me show you guys one more thing I saw, and it intrigued me. So now you guys must also be intrigued by it. Yeah. Check this out, and then tell me what it is. Oh, what's up? What's going on here? Huh? What's this? What are we doing? Nitro infused cold brew? Mexican style? Cinnamon infused. Oh, I'm getting that one. Café de olla. This is like the more regular one. But Jamaica infused? I don't want it to ruin Jamaica for me. We'll try this one. Who brings a book to the bookstore? Nala. Why? Because she might read while she's in here. That's why you had to bring it? Because you might read while you're in here?
Yes.
Ugh.
How long are we going to be here?
Well, longer now. Longer now. Okay, that was the end. Bye.